So I'd like to talk to you about what kinds of research positions are available for undergraduates, as well as how you might go about finding some of those positions on campus. So there's a whole wide range of research positions out there on a research campus like the University of Wisconsin-Madison or any other campus that you might be looking at. And they range from, say, bottle washer to somebody who's doing an independent research project. And you also may find that a research position is some combination of those different tasks. Almost every research activity that takes place has some work in it that's maybe not quite as fun as the glamorous end of research that you might be thinking about. But it's all part of the job of research. And undergraduates are often hired into research labs to help out with some of the work that might be a little bit more tedious, but this also allows an opportunity for you to work your way up into getting more responsibility as you prove yourself to be capable and responsible in a research setting. So there's a variety of different types of jobs, and there's a variety of ways that you can go about getting compensated for those jobs. So you can look for jobs that are actually for pay, and these are numerous on campus, and they range from entry-level kinds of minimum wage jobs to more high-paying jobs. There are also fellowship opportunities for undergraduates oftentimes where you can propose a piece of research with a research mentor and get some funding through that route. Or you can take a research opportunity for credit and get course credit to do research. In all cases, you need to be able to devote enough time to do the research to make it worthwhile for both you and the research mentor. And this means at least 10 hours a week. That's the minimum that I take students on in my lab, because you need to be able to spend enough time to become competent with things and to be productive. And that means putting in time every week in the lab. Now, in a paid position, you'd be paid by the hour. For a course type of credit, the expectation is usually that you would work at a minimum of for one credit, 3 hours per week. And so if you're taking 3 credits, you'd be working a minimum of 9 hours per week, and probably a little bit more than that for 3 credits of research credit. And at the end, you'll likely be at least producing some kind of written document, a report that summarizes what you've done in that semester for the research work that you've taken on. So there's a lot of different types of jobs out there, as I mentioned, and one of the keys is once you obtain one of these jobs is to be responsible, to show that you are creative and doing good work and hard work, to think about what you're doing and to take initiative. And as you show that within a research setting, you'll be given more and more responsibility as time goes on. And if you're not, you might ask for more responsibility and allow that to be tested out to see if you're capable. Now, the next big question is, how do you find such a position? So how do you go about getting a job, a research position, even a for credit kind of opportunity on campus? Well, the first thing you want to do before you start knocking on doors is to decide where are your interests. So take a look at what kinds of research are being conducted on campus and look at what sorts of research is most interesting to you. Take a look at the websites of the research faculty that are on campus and look to see if they're doing research that you might be interested in. But do keep in mind that research websites are often a year or two out of date, so a project that might be discussed on the website may not be an ongoing project, but it's probably giving you a flavor for the type of research that's being done in that lab. Then what you need to do is prepare yourself. So prepare a resume, be prepared to go in and talk to somebody about your research interests and your background and your capabilities, so that you're not just showing up and saying, hi, I want a job, but you're saying, here's my capabilities and here's what I could bring to this opportunity, to this laboratory. So have that represented on a resume, but also be prepared to talk about it. And then going about finding a job takes persistence. You might initiate email contact, you might show up at somebody's office hours, you might try to make an appointment with them. It's probably going to take more than one contact with each individual prospective research mentor, as well as more than one research mentor that you're targeting. These jobs are actually fairly rare, and you need to make yourself a really good candidate for them, as well as seeking out multiple opportunities so that you might get a chance to get that opportunity for yourself. So after you've prepared all of this material, initiate contact with whatever route you feel most comfortable. Maybe it's sending an email of introduction with your resume as an attachment, and then following up by showing up at the person's office hours. They're oftentimes posted on the office door. Or it may mean talking to your friends and peers in your classes to find out if any of them are involved in research and can talk to their research mentor about other openings in the lab. Or you might talk to your academic advisor to talk about what sorts of openings they may know of, or talk to professors that you've had for classes, especially those where you've done well and made yourself known to the professor, and find out about either research opportunities in their own labs or places where they would suggest taking a look. So use your network is the basic message there. Talk to people about your interests and what you'd like to do. The other thing to consider is that there are also summer research opportunities at other campuses. These are oftentimes called research experiences for undergraduates, but they go under a lot of different names. So also in these conversations, ask about summer opportunities that people might know of at other campuses that you could get some research experience at during the summer. These are almost always paid opportunities, and there's usually some stipend for living expenses as well. So look into all of the range of different things that might be available to you, and be persistent about seeking them out. And in the end, you'll probably find a really great research position.